Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips MLB preview show for today, the 8th of June. We're looking at everything you need on DraftKings today for success in your daily fantasy games. We're going to look at starting pitchers, stacks of the day, how we construct a lineup to maximise our point scoring potential, foundation players we should be using to build a solid lineup on, and value plays. I will start with starting pitchers. Noah Syndergaard is pitching today for the Mets. He's my top pitcher on the board. If you take into account the park, Pittsburgh are above average at striking out, though they do have some lefty power. Thor has been ultra consistent prior to the start against the Dodgers that he was ejected in. He was coming off back-to-back 7-inning double-digit punch-out, shutout performances going into that game. I have to say, I think Syndergaard's going to have a great game tonight, and the Mets need it to try and rescue that series. Drew Pomeranz of the San Diego Padres, he's 11,700. He has 5 shutout performances this year. He gets the Atlanta Braves, the worst run-scoring offense in baseball. The Braves are less effective against a lefty starter like Pomeranz. He has 77 strikeouts in 65 innings. There is an awful lot to like about Drew Pomeranz today. Yu Darvish of the Texas Rangers, he's $11,000 today. He gets to face the Astros. They do lead the league in strikeouts. He may well still be on a pitch count. That's the drawback on the matchup, which does limit his upside somewhat. The risk of the park and Houston's bats does remain, but he is a strikeout pitcher against a swing and miss lineup. I'm not entirely sure that the price and risk do match up in this situation, but Darvish is still usable at 11,000. And Archie Bradley of the Arizona Diamondbacks, he gets the Rays. They rank in the top 5 in the league for strikeouts. Bradley is worth around 1 an inning, taking his career and current season numbers into account. He's had 9 or more strikeouts in the last 2 appearances, including 10 strikeouts in 6 innings of 1-run ball against the mighty Chicago Cubs. The Rays do have some power, but since the Coors start, Bradley's been really good. For stacks of the day, I think we can stack Cubbies lefties, as Velasquez has struggled lately, including a horror show at Wrigley Field. There is some rain in the forecast, but it does look likely to clear up later on with nice wind conditions for the hitters. First baseman Anthony Rizzo's 4,900. Enjoys the platoon in the matchup. He's hitting 260 with 13 home runs this year. Switch hitting second baseman Ben Zobrist is 4,300. He's got a home run off of Vince Velasquez from that matchup earlier this year. 321, 7 homers the year. Outfielder Dexter Fowler, the leadoff man, he's 4,500. The switch hitter is better against right-handed pitching. He's a 307 hitter with 7 home runs on the year. And Jason Hayward, who hits in behind Fowler in the outfield, he's 4,000. Will also enjoy the platoon in the matchup. 223 homers and 7 steals. I think Baltimore Orioles are worth stacking against Edinson Volquez, who has struggled recently with an ERA over 5 in his last 4 starts. Baltimore can flat out hit. It's a great park for the hitters, and the Baltimore bats have been plating a lot of runs lately. First baseman Chris Davis is 4,200, has the platoon in the matchup, doesn't hit for average at 214. He does have 12 home runs. We know he can clear the fences. Manny Machado qualifies at third and short. He's 4,900. He is platoon proof. He's a 308 hitter with 15 home runs. Outfielder Adam Jones for 4,300. He has 2 home runs off of Edinson Volquez. It's 243 with 9 homers on the year. And outfielder Mark Trumbo is $5,000. It's 229, 20 homers. And we can certainly look at stacking some New York Yankees with hitting conditions forecast to be very good at Yankee Stadium today. Jared Weaver is now a contact pitcher, and a lefty-heavy lineup for the Yankees. I think the stack could be under the radar. Outfielder Jacoby Ellsbury is 4,300, 286, 2 home runs, 12 steals at the top of the order with the platoon in the matchup. He'll be followed by Brett Gardner, also in the outfield. He's 4,000, also enjoys the platoon, 245 homers, and he's got 11 swipes on the year. Carlos Beltran, the switch hitting outfielder, is 4,300. He's better hitting left-handed, 272 with a home run in back-to-back games. And catcher Brian McCann for 3,600 will also hit from the right side of the plate. He's 222, 8 home runs, and he had a home run yesterday as well. The St. Louis Cardinals get to feast on Alfredo Simon, who they smashed earlier this year. And he has been poor in the majority of his starts this season, which is evidenced by his 8.94 ERA. First baseman Matt Adams will come into the lineup today. He's 3,900, has a home run off of Simon, 331 with 7 homers. Third baseman Matt Carpenter is 5,300. He'll also enjoy the platoon in the leadoff spot, 279, 9 homers, and he's very strong against right-handed pitching. And shortstop Aledmys Diaz has proved to be somewhat platoon-proof this year. He's 4,400, 320 221 with 8 homers. And the other side of this matchup, I think you can stack some right-handed Cincinnati Reds against the struggling Jaime Garcia as well. Outfielder Adam Duvall is 4,600. He's had a home run in 2 of the last 3 games, 270 with 17 long balls on the year. Second baseman Brandon Phillips is 3,700. He has a home run off Garcia, 269, 6 homers. Third baseman Eugenio Suarez for 4,700. Hits from the right side of the platoon, had 13 home runs, though the average is a bit low at 239. And shortstop Zach Kozar up the top of the order as well, 4,400. 301 hitter with 8 home runs on the year. My foundation players for today, at first base is Miguel Cabrera of the Detroit Tigers for 4,100. Miggy, the former MVP, is platoon proof. He's 305, 12 homers, and has a home run off of Dickey. Second baseman Ian Kinsler, sticking with Detroit, is 5,100. Hits at the top of the order. He's got 2 home runs off of R.A. Dickey, 320, 11 homers, and 7 steals on the year. Matt Carpenter is my third baseman for the Cardinals for 5,300. Hits at the top of the order, excels against righties, and gets the worst in the game with Alfredo Simon today. 279, 9 homers is his mark. Shortstop Jonathan Villar of the Milwaukee Brewers for 5,300. I'd rather see the switch hitter against a lefty, but if he can get on base, he's always a danger to steal to give you that upside. Hahn was outrageously bad in his last start. He's a 301 hitter, 5 homers, 21 steals this year, Jonathan Villar. And outfielder Bryce Harper of the Washington Nationals for 4,600. James Shields is on debut for the White Sox today. Shields led Major League Baseball for home runs allowed last year and now moves from spacious Petco Park to US Cellular Field. Harper has the platoon in a matchup and could certainly take Shields deep for number 14 on the year tonight. My value plays for today, at catcher it's Brian McCann of the Yankees for 3,600. Weaver is hittable with the drop in velocity. Conditions look good in the Bronx today. McCann is a 222 hitter with 8 home runs, and he had 1 yesterday. My first baseman is Matt Adams of the St. Louis Cardinals for 3,900. Hits from the right side of the dish against Simon. 331, 7 homers this year, and as I keep saying, Alfredo Simon is the worst pitcher in the big leagues. At second base is Yangervis Solarte, also qualifies at third. The switch hitter for the Padres is 3,200. Has a home run off Julio Teheran, who in a minimal sample size he has hit very, very well. 315 with 4 homers this year for him. Third baseman Jake Lamb of the Arizona Diamondbacks for 3,900. Gets his home park, Chase Field. He has hit righties very well. He's a 268 hitter with 11 home runs. At shortstop, I'll take Freddie Galvis of the Philadelphia Phillies for 2,700. Lackey can give up a big fly, and with strong winds forecast blowing out in the already hitter-friendly Citizens Bank Park today, I will take a punt on Galvis, hitting number 7 on the year. And my outfielder is David Peralta of the Arizona Diamondbacks for 3,500. He was hitting right-handed, pitching hard prior to the stint on the disabled list. I'll look for him to hit Odorizzi today. It's a 268 hitter with 4 home runs this year. That's my plays for today. Best of luck with your lineups. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching the show. Don't forget to like the video, hit me up in the comments with the daily fantasy plays you like today, and press that subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I will be here all MLB season and through the NFL season with daily fantasy sports advice. If you haven't signed up yet, or you're interested in starting to play daily fantasy sports, please click the link in the description for this video, and that'll take you where you need to go to start playing with DraftKings today. Best of luck with your lineups and have a great day.